Welcome back. It's the Miles High Club here. Excited for another week. It is week 11. I can't believe it. It's so sad. It's going so quickly. We're over halfway through the season. Decent week last week. We went 9-5. Okay. This week, obviously, gotta always talk about the outfit before we go into it. Justin Simmons, because we're playing Atlanta Falcons. Justin Simmons coming back to Denver. We're playing the Falcons in Denver. I can't wait. I'm excited for it. Then got the Prime. Got the Prime sunglasses. They are awesome. I'm going to be wearing these all video because Prime played down in Atlanta, so you gotta. And you know what he says? It actually says it somewhere on the glasses. It goes, "We coming," because after that Denver Broncos game against the Chiefs, we are coming. We're Falcons. I already know I'm picking the Broncos. We lost like that. We are not losing for the rest of the season. Am I calling it right now? We might not lose for the rest of the season. I'm just saying. We might not lose. But, before we get into the picks, obviously you got to pay the bills. Guys, Game Face. It's a thing. Game Face grooming. Go get your wipes. Seriously. Go get your wipes. They're very, very cheap, very affordable, and we're bigger than the other guys. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about. I'm not going to do a demonstration day. If you want to go see that, that's another video. Let's get into the picks. First game was tough. Washington at Philly, and actually, for this game, because I couldn't figure out who the heck to pick, I'm going to actually flip this coin. Heads is home team, so that's Philly. Tails is Washington. I'm going to flip it right here in front of you guys. Heads. Looks like we're going with Philly. Philly, you guys. You guys are playing very well. I can't be mad at it. Washington, I like the way you guys are playing. That's why this game was so tough for me to pick. But I'm going to go with Philly here because that's what the coin told me to do. Last week, the coin didn't mess me up when they picked the Steelers, so I'm going to keep with that. So next pick going into the Green Bay Packers at Chicago. Chicago, you guys are falling apart. You just fired your offensive coordinator. I don't think that's the problem. I think, like people have been saying, I don't know if you guys watch the Sports Center and stuff, the Chicago Bears need an offensive head coach because Caleb Williams cannot develop. And that's how Bo Nix is doing very well. Jaden Daniels, Dan Quinn is the defense. It's a defensive coach, but they're running Cliff Kingsbury. This man's a whisperer. He got Kyler Murray looking crazy, Baker Mayfield back in Oklahoma. You know what I'm saying? So Chicago, I'm sorry, but I'm picking Green Bay Packers going in to get that W. Next one is going to be Jacksonville at Detroit. Very simple. Detroit, you scared me last week. Not going to lie, but I still think it's the best team in the NFL. So I'm picking the Detroit Lions to beat Jacksonville. Minnesota at Tennessee. Tennessee, Will Levis was out there. I love that. I love that for you guys, but you guys are not beating Minnesota. Minnesota looked terrible, though, last week. Not going to lie. Sam Darnold threw 3 picks. That was rough. But I do think Minnesota's get back on track. Justin Jefferson, anytime touchdown scorer, put that in there, I promise you. Las Vegas at Dolphins. This was a tough one. I don't know what Las Vegas team's going to show up. And the Dolphins look decent against the Rams. So I'm going to take the Dolphins here. They are at home. Maybe they get on a little wing streak. But I take the Dolphins over the Vegas. Then we got the Rams at the Patriots. The Patriots 2 in a row. Look at you guys. Dave. Drake May is he's doing all right. But I have to take the Rams here. I don't think they're going to be losing 2 in a row, especially not to the Patriots. The Patriots want the number 1 overall pick, then get Shador or Travis Hunter. But I take the Rams here going into New England. Cleveland at the Saints. This is a tough one because what James Winston's showing up. You know me go way back. Me and him go way back. But I am taking the Saints here. They looked decent against the Falcons last week. I think they're going to hold their own against the Cleveland Browns. Another game that I could not figure out what to do. So I'm going to flip the coin right here in front of you guys. Heads is home team. Tails is away team. Baltimore at Pittsburgh. I have no idea. So we're letting the coin decide. It's heads. We're going with Pittsburgh. All right. And why are we picking Pittsburgh? I'm going to tell you what. Russell Wilson's looking great. Man, you guys see him do the... I know y'all seen him do the dance when they got the Commanders player to jump off sides. What a crazy game. The Steelers have the Ravens number, so let's do it. Why not? We're picking the Steelers over the Ravens. Then we got Seattle at San Francisco. I think San Francisco's back. They looked a lot better, but a little shaky because, I mean, Baker Mayfield was eating out there last week against San Francisco. So if Geno Smith shows up, I mean, I don't know. It's going to be a good game. But I do take San Francisco at home, you know. The game of the week. I mean, honestly, the Kansas City Chiefs at Buffalo. Broncos, first off, the Broncos shouldn't have lost to the Chiefs last week. Everybody, just so you know, Alex Forsythe is the guy who fell over where the guy, I don't want to get into it. That's why I haven't talked about the Broncos game, because I was sick. Ask my wife. I was sick. I was very upset. So, yeah, I am taking the Buffalo Bills because it's time. It is time for the Kansas City Chiefs to get their first loss, and why not other than the Buffalo Bills? Because Buffalo Bills can't beat them in the playoffs, but I know they beat them in the regular season. I know that for sure. So it's in Buffalo. So Bills Mafia, show up. Let's show up this week. We're tired of Kansas City and there's shenanigans. But so let's get the Bills Bills W there. Next, Cincinnati going into LA. LA's playing very well, and Cincinnati, that was a tough game. A lot of flags at the end of the game. Joe Burrow, face mat. You hate to see it, but Cincinnati, because the Broncos need you guys to lose, I have to pick against you. So I'm taking the Chargers here, even though the Chargers are in division, but it's more beneficial for the Chargers to win in this game because the Bengals are all one behind us. So I'm taking the Chargers here. I know it's crazy to root for Division 2, but I have to here. So Los Angeles Chargers beating Cincinnati Bengals, and then the Colts going into New York. Sunday Night Football. Anthony Richardson, you're back. AR5, welcome back, brother. Welcome back. I mean, Joe Flacco, you look terrible. You look 39 now. I mean, I don't know what happened, but they went with you. Oh, let's go out on indefinitely, bro. Anthony Richardson, I don't care how tired you get, do not. Unless you are actually dead, don't even think about getting out that game. Go play defense. So, with that, other than that, I'm taking the Jets. I think the Jets are going to be playing better. I don't think Aaron Rodgers loses this game. And again, another team that's one game behind the Broncos. So I need to root for the Jets here. So I take the Jets over the Colts. And then Monday night game, it's going to be Houston at Dallas. Houston, you almost had Detroit. You should have had Detroit. Great uniforms, the helmets, the red, tough, super tough. I love that. I loved every second of that. That was amazing. But Houston. I like the way you guys are playing. I think Nico Collins coming back. I just know Dallas doesn't have it. Dallas might be going for Shador. I mean, even though they just paid Dak $60 million, Dallas can just send him to Tennessee or something. Get him out of there. So I'm taking Houston here over the Dallas Cowboys. And then last but certainly never least, Atlanta Falcons going into the Mile High Stadium. The way the Broncos lost, and even though the Falcons lost as well, they lost by 3. Their game wasn't even. We are not losing this game. I might put the house on it. Nikki, we might be moving out because the Broncos might be.
All right. Let's go.